Hello, I'm Victor Brady. Welcome back to this weekend edition of the Daily Garnet. On this opening day of the weekend, Saturday, Swarthmore went 3-1 in athletics competitions, volleyball picking up 2 wins, both over Marymount. Women's soccer getting a victory at the University of Scranton, playing against Marywood there in a tournament. Field hockey suffering the lone loss, a heartbreaking 3-2 defeat to the Widener Pride in a 320 challenge match. Let's start with volleyball, and in the second day of the Garnet Classic, Swarthmore coming in at 2-0 from Friday. They played Marymount in the first match of the day and won in 3 sets. First one very close, back and forth. Swarthmore had to jump on the comeback train to get back into it. Ended up winning in extra points, 26-24, before taking the second and third set very handily. Well, that set up a rematch with Marymount then for the championship. Swarthmore finishing first in pool play, Marymount finishing second, so the two teams met again for the championship match, and it was the same result, Swarthmore winning in straight sets, a very close first set, and then much more dominant for the Garnet in set number 2 and 3. 3 members of the Garnet were named to the all-tournament team for their performance over the past 2 days. Tournament MVP for the second time in her 4-year career was Jenny Pizzola, who finished today with 22 kills in the 2 matches against Marymount. Also making the all-tournament team, outside hitter Danielle Sullivan and setter Allie Coleman, Sullivan a sophomore, Coleman a junior. Swarthmore has now won the Garnet Classic 3 consecutive years. Women's soccer out at the University of Scranton, taking on Marywood today. They'll play Scranton on Sunday. And 3 second-half goals resulted in a 2-1 win for the Garnet. Swarthmore jumping on the board first with an Ali Passanante goal, her first of the season that was unassisted. Marywood tied it up just 2.5 minutes later. But it was Swarthmore and Emma Sindelar, the freshman, getting her second goal of the season and scoring in her second consecutive game. It's her first game winner of her career. An assist for Amy DiPiero, who had a goal in her last game against Widener in that 3-0 win. It's 2-1 Swarthmore here today. Marie Mutrin, the keeper, the senior, picking up the 25th career win for the Garnet. Well, field hockey jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first half against the Widener Pride at Clothier Field on goals from 2 first-years, Beth Johnson and Megan Harney. What a start to the career for Beth Johnson. She now has 8 points on 2 goals and 4 assists in her first 3 games in the Garnet uniform. But the Pride came back, scoring 2 goals, the second coming with no time showing on the clock. In the second half, Widener earned a penalty corner in the final seconds and got to take that with the time expired and scored off that corner to force overtime. And then it was the Pride getting the goal in overtime, golden goal overtime, just over 4.5 minutes in, to knock off the Garnet, the Swarthmore's second consecutive 1-goal loss, another heartbreaker to the Widener Pride. With volleyball and women's soccer's wins over Widener, Swarthmore has a 2-1 advantage in the 320 challenge from the fall sports thus far. Men's soccer will host Widener from Clothier Field on Wednesday. And that'll do it for today's issue of the Daily Garnet. Thanks for joining us.